Just a few more thoughts on the whole idea of poetry, Hebrew poetry, and the aspect of figurative language. You are asked to do certain analysis of figurative language for Psalm 67. So I wanted us to take a few minutes and think about that together. For each instance of figurative language that you meet in Psalm 67, you want to identify it, classify it, and interpret it. In other words, here is a figure. It's this type of figure. Is it comparison, humanization, illusion, or association? And then what is the literal meaning? So every instance of figurative language you meet in Psalm 67, you're going to identify it, classify it, and interpret it. Here are a couple examples from Psalm 1. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law he meditates day and night. We've already studied this in terms of kind of parallelism, but let's just think about the statement day and night. Does that mean 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year? What does it mean? If it's a figure, what type is it? It's probably hyperbole. Not every second of every minute of every day and every night. It's probably exaggerating, potentially exaggerating a little bit. So you'd say this is a figure of illusion, hyperbole. And then what does it mean? What does it mean that he's meditating day and night? Regularly or all the time? Okay, so you get the idea. Identify, day and night. Classify, hyperbole, illusion. Interpret, regularly. Here's another one. The wicked are, and we talked about this before, the wicked are not so, but they are like chaff which the wind drives away. Again, but gives you antithetic parallelism, but let's just look at like chaff, okay? What does that mean? First of all, what type of figure is it? There's a dead giveaway here because the first word, like. What is like? A figure of comparison with like or as is a simile. It's a figure of comparison. And then the literal meaning, what does it mean like chaff? Well, you might have to do a little bit of study to understand that when the ancient Hebrews harvested their grain, they would take the wheat up to a high place, they'd beat it, they'd throw it up in the air, and they'd let the wind carry the light, insubstantial, useless chaff away, and the wheat would fall to the ground. So the literal meaning is probably something like useless and easily disposed of. The wicked are not substantial in any way, shape, or form. They're useless, they're easily disposed of. They're like chaff that the wind drives away. So your job in Psalm 67 is for every instance of figurative language, identify it, classify it, and interpret it. And remember, you'll be using the word study worksheet. Don't worry that it says word study on it. We're not going to create a new worksheet. Just use that particular worksheet to identify, classify, and interpret every instance of figurative language you meet in Psalm 67. Hope these couple examples have been helpful. I'll be interested to see what you find.